Roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On play action, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Steps away to his left.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked up by Anthony Brown. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Prescott now.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing, Jones.
Is to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Play action now, Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete.
Pass him in.
Touchdown,
Pass him in.
Giants. Kadarius Toney, 87 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gano the extra point. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A give to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
By anyone's measure, CeeDee Lamb had an excellent rookie campaign with 74 catches and 935 yards. He's poised for an even bigger season this year.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Operating from the gun, Jones. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. To throw, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019. And then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
17, Giants 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. The give is to Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Elliott. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Flushed out right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott off play action. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Rolling to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Steps away. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On a jet sweep, here comes Tony. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, no Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Gano's kick is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Elliott looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll throw again. Prescott. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Breaks their line on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Rolling to his left. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
First down, New York.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Barkley going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gano for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Giants 31. Cowboys 17. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
A About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Jones off the play fake. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Dak. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams are all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Jones. Into the hands of Ingram. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. 7 yards the pickup there. Jones on the move to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in a tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. To throw is Jones. That's complete to Tony. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
49.
They'll run with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
133 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Breaks their line for the Cowboys field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off at the 24. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.